Hello. And we're making Xanaran's dirty rice for supper. Which we still got that spaghetti too we can make it. Go with it. I mean, we can finish eating that off too.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
So.
We need to lay that ham out too. We
Yeah.
can do that with eggs, make sandwiches, eat it by itself.
Yeah.
Warm it up, eat it cold, whatever. So much stuff you do with that ham in there. That'll be the next thing. We'll have good problems for 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah. And then I gotta go eye doctor tomorrow. Oh, fun. I gotta go all the way to
That'll be
Charlotte.
good news.
Charlotte tomorrow. Then, so,
That'll be good news.
okay. Should I use the big one or should I use the small one? Actually, I'll use the big one. I have to put the lid on it. The biggest part of these really don't seal.
Oh, that stuff be good. I don't know if you got a lid for that big.
I do. I just gotta find it. I don't know what I did with it.
We need to go through them sometime and pick out the pots you want to keep
Hello.
and get rid of some.
I know.
That's something I always want to do. Go through it all. Put them to the side, the ones you want, get rid of the ones you don't.
It's here.
Oh, I know what's in there. How you feel behind it.
Yeah, so all that said,
There it
wanted
is.
to make sure you have a rose cool fire TV or Apple TV. Make sure you access and stream us all day long. We're always hopping in with brand new updates. All you have to do is search for Device Us and you can download us for free.
It is hot, 90 degrees, and you can see a lot of gold outside of our Dallas Tower camera. I wish it looked as good as it did in this shot.
Just enjoy it from the inside.
Yeah, I mean, the fact
I gotta use something with a lid.
nice, but the fact that it's
I gotta have a lid.
a hot afternoon, we do
Oh,
have a
thank
much
you.
calmer day on the radar. Not as many
We're making dinner.
people out there. It's always hard to have a 0% chance of day here in the summer because you just get a pop-up storm here and there. We could
You know
see
what?
additional storms
That might be good anyways.
and moving into Alabama and Georgia. We'll keep an eye on those related
They'll
to
keep it.
as you mentioned. Very warm.
That's better than the small one. Anyway. Oh yeah. That would fit better in
Touching triple digits for the first time this summer, and this could be one of the cooler days we see by this time next week. Through the evening hours, we'll have straight thunderstorms, especially later this evening, and we'll watch those storms trying to come out of Alabama. But overnight, we'll barely
Hello.
get to the mid-70s. Coming up, though, we're going to talk about the chance of storms.
Let's get to make Xanaran's dirty rice.
All right, well, stay tuned.
Supper. And the sausage. Jimmy Dean's sausage.
This happened late last night at East Hudson Boulevard and Gaston Day School Road. Police say 21-year-old Logan Taylor was driving down Armstrong Road when he blew through a road and hit 45-year-old Rashawn Lee's car, bringing down 5 trees.
3
Today,
packs.
suspect in the deadly Hickory pool party shooting stood before a judge today for the first time.
Charles Kincaid is the sixth person charged with the murder in this attack. He was dead, and 11 people injured. Tonight, any type of bomb that we see in Charlotte, Missy Pierre, has more complaints.
Before the judge erupted at that pool party in Hickory, there were group chats and even discussions on social media to coordinate the shooting.
Hi.
Charles Kincaid appeared before a judge Tuesday, charged with attempted first-degree murder for his role in the Hickory deadly pool party earlier earlier this month. The prosecutor says Kincaid helped plan the attack and drove the other gunmen to the party, where shots were fired into a crowd of about 100 people. Kincaid's attorney says his client confessed to his involvement and takes responsibility.
Make sure I got this
Despite this,
right.
the judge denied his request for bond. Search warrants show several items were seized following the shooting, including cell phones, laptops, tablets, a handgun, and multiple magazines. Interviews with witnesses point to several planning discussions. The first person arrested in the shooting
That is optional.
those involved to
I'm
solve
gonna use them here.
adding he plans to
But
carry
hello.
out just holding being shot.
Oh wow.
Search warrants also revealed that
Well, thank you.
often talked on the phone about
Hey Don, I've been working on it. I might get there. I don't know if it'll be today. I mean, I could stay on here for 10 to 12 hours, and maybe I'd probably hit that 12, that about close to that mark. But
prosecutors say they plan to indict
I need to do
all
more
shooters
shorts and start doing videos too.
Authorities say they are still investigating and the case could grow even larger. In Newton,
Maybe
Jessica
one day I
Aaron,
will.
WCNC Charlotte.
Well, thank you.
Happening
I
right
appreciate
now,
it.
a new legal fight could change who you vote for in future elections.
And share,
A trial is underway
too.
over North Carolina's voting rights.
As civil rights groups claim the current line
If you
black Latino voters, they say Republican
like
lawmakers
and
intentionally
subscribe.
serve communities
Tell your friends, tell your whole
who reflect their interests.
shenanigans
Disagree,
and
saying they should
shenanigans.
based
Listen to
on
me.
politics, not
And
race.
share.
Therefore, rules in favor of the voters' districts can actually be
I mean, it helps us a lot out,
In Raleigh tonight,
especially
rules
us
around
small content creators that are just starting out. I've been started doing this in March, but I mean, I've done a couple of lives before then, but I started March doing them. Yeah, but you know, but I've gotten this far since March, since I started. So that's pretty good for 500 and something subscribers since March. That's not bad. Oh, oh, you are kidding. I'm sorry. This is 18 and older.
At a federal facility
Yeah,
in North
sorry.
Carolina. Kelly was in hospital for 2 days. It was allegedly removed early against medical advice. The Federal Bureau
I mean, they tell us to put it 18 and older
People reflecting tonight
chat,
heavy hearts.
but yet
Day after the Charleston
it
shooting.
still comes. It still's like children. They should have it where if you're not 18 and older, don't come. Don't they should make it where you can't come in at all. But they don't. They to leave that shit up to you. Sorry, Don. Yeah, I gotta go. But come back when you're 18.
Remembering her life, and he says he is honoring his sister by continuing the dialogue around racism in America, saying it's more important than ever.
This issue is still with us today, and that we have to be vigilant about it,
Okay.
push back on it, and find what I call healthy tension to have these difficult conversations.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, this thing is, would you, okay, you got content creators that are adults. They don't do stupid stuff on their live streams. Sorry. And they let kids in their live streams, okay? But you got these adults that don't do nothing bad. And then they got a problem, and then you got people reporting them. For letting them have them in their chat. That's nuts. You report the people that's just doing alright stuff and no indecent stuff. Well, come back and you said you're 8, right? So come back in 10 years. I might have 10 million subscribers by then. Maybe. But I might have that. Nope. I might have that 10 million subscribers. Which I'll be, oh my gosh, in 10 years I'll be the old one.
The image was part of a video Representative Von Haven shared after Raleigh's No Kids rally, a protest against the Trump administration. Facing immediate backlash, Representative Von Haven reacted.
Because they cause trouble, yeah. But, but then you got some of these that do decent stuff and they get reported for having kids in their channel. I've seen that happen too. So I mean, but yet you got all these sex offenders and stuff. Not only have all they have is kids in their chat. I mean, I'll have Gabe in mine, but I told him he's not starting his own YouTube channel till he turns 18. Till actually when he's old enough and he's an adult. So. I'll turn you this way so I can see you. And I could read my, and y'all could talk to me. And I could read my, Louie. Can you turn that down, babe? But I've seen this one live stream. And he's like 30 something. And I know there's something wrong with him. But he's 30 something years old. And all he has is kids in his chat. And yet they let him keep his chat up in the live stream. Now that's just bad, man. I'd be worrying. And the bad thing is he has the kids. He'll do dual live streams with these kids too. And I'm like, dude, you're gonna get, one of these days, parents are gonna get pissed at you for having doing this. Well, you should be old enough to know better. Really. And then the sad part is he got monetized not too long ago. Because he got all these little kitties in his chat. And he's 30 something years old. Late 20s, early 30s. And I bet you probably see him yourself. Nick name's Nick Johnson, is what his name is. He's on here a lot. I see him. And all of his subscribers are kids. I mean, he doesn't do nothing bad, but other than do dual lives with them. But still, he's talking to younger kids, minors. The thing is, okay, you're smart enough to know how to work a computer to do a live stream. Then you should know, old enough to know the difference between right and wrong. And that's pathetic. Pathetic. Yeah, it makes me too. It really does. And really sick part is they fucking, I'm sorry, excuse my language, but he got monetized.
During the 4th of July sale at Value Save Furniture, we're starting the store-wide savings up to 30% off. We're not stopping at the fun piece that you want at prices.
Kind of reminds me of Pee Wee Herman in a way. Good, how are you, Barbara? Now, I'd let, if one of y'all had a kid that did come in mind, and yeah, as long as y'all are in the chat with them, I don't mind that part. But if you're not in that chat, I'll just tell them they have to leave. Your mama or your daddy with you? No? Okay, you gotta leave. But that's why I told Gabe, I said, you're not doing all that stuff if you're 18. You're old enough to do it yourself. I mean, I'll let you come into my chat, live stream, and I let you, be on my live stream. But I'm not gonna let you do no YouTube and your content, be a content creator till you're old enough to do it. Till you're adult. Yeah, it's pretty bad. And you can't even report them after they're monetized. You try to report them, it's still not going to work because they're monetized. Now, if they weren't monetized and stuff, that's a different story. They won't mess with them. But but you're not monetized, they'll go after your ass real quick, in a heartbeat. Everybody, do me a favor tonight. And tomorrow. Give me in your thoughts and prayers. Because I got to go to the eye doctor in the morning. I guess I'll find out how that goes in the morning. When I go, just keep me in your thoughts and prayers in the morning. Or if you don't pray, keep it in your thoughts. Just think of me tomorrow.
I see the policeman, all the state names red. I see the truck, snap leg. So we leave back towards my house. That's when the police pulled up on us.
Just think of me. I will, when I get home tomorrow, I will let everybody know how it went. Thank you. I will let everybody know how that went. But
No problem, because we're gonna be able to prove
find out more about my eye.
that saw.
Guess what? I don't know if you knew about it. I think you probably have been in my live stream where I was talking about having cornea transplant. But next year, he said I could be eligible. You know, they usually, when you do cornea transplants, they usually give you a real cornea. Well, mine's gonna be. They're gonna make it. They're making it now. By next year, that you cannot. You don't have to have a real. You can have an artificial cornea transplant. Which, you know, they came up with that idea a long time ago, but they've been experimenting on it, probably, but where you didn't have to use a real cornea when you had your cornea transplant. Which I hope everybody knows what a cornea is. That's that little clear thing that helps you. That's what helps you see. Unless you know what, if you have ever had cataracts and stuff, or you've ever known somebody's gone blind. Well, that's what they usually work on, is your cornea. So it helps you see. If not, you'd go blind. So.
What happens?
But mine's stuck out like a little. I got an eye disease. It's called keratoconus. It's where your cornea sticks out like a sore thumb. So yeah, and it's hereditary. So thing is, I'm worried about Gabe. I hope Gabe doesn't end up like me when he gets older, because I had my first surgery when I was 24 years old. I was 23. I had the first one in June of 2008, and then I had my second one last year I had it first one done in August of last year, and then I had an accident in October, so I had to go back and because my cornea moved up. And they had to go back and had to go in for an emergency surgery in October.
What did Mel call her?
Yeah, because yeah.
Okay.
You know, my first cornea transplant I had done, and I had it done on my right eye. It was from a child. When I found out the first one was transplant done in 2008, I found out later afterwards it was a child's cornea. It's sad. I don't think it was a baby. I just know it was a child. I don't think it was a baby, but it was a child. I don't know how old they were. I just know that they just told me that it was a child. Yeah, it is. It's sad. I almost cried too. Because, oh my gosh, you know. But they wouldn't tell me who the family was. But I guess they kept that anonymous. They kept that a secret. So I mean, some of them they will tell you, but I guess they want to keep that one anonymous.
He's like, man, y'all let her
said Pookie was angry because the girl he was with took off with his money. They say I heard it was,
I'm sweating. Hey, our air conditioning's not leaking. Found out to leave not have it, because usually you can take those little white ones, you can take the little thing and you can span the thing out. Well, we found out we can turn the thing down all the way and it's not leaking. We have our big fan on from our other air conditioning unit because it's not blowing cold air at all. So we're using the fan, and then they said try to use the big one. It'll mess the AC unit up. So we can use the fan on it. So yeah.
After the shooting, he got a call from some friends.
Yeah, it's sad. It is sad. Very sad. I probably need to turn this up just a little to get that water, because it's a little watery. I'm gonna put it on medium low. So, but yeah. I mean, it's still got water at the bottom of it. Maybe I'll take all that water out, some of it. Yeah. Man, I was sitting in here sweating yesterday. I was like, gosh. But, I was cooking. I was doing laundry and stuff, too. So, it makes it really hot. You know how that is, cooking and doing laundry. Yeah, I get like 80 degrees. I'm gonna see what it is now, but 82, which is it's only 1 degree off from what it was yesterday when I was cooking. And girl, I went and took me a shower. Oh, I took a cold shower. Oh, it felt so good. But then, even though you take a cold shower, your house is hot. You're gonna get hot again. Oh no. Yeah, usually when I make dinner, if I'm hot, I usually get it done, sit down for a while till I get cooled off. And I get up and get me some, because if not, I get sick. I really do. I get sick, hot, like everybody else does when they get hot and sick, But yeah. Girl, you know what? I'll tell you something. I've lost 6 pounds. I just went earlier and weighed myself. Because all my clothes are like getting huge on me, and I went to the doctor, I don't know, a couple months ago. I've lost 6 pounds since I've went to the doctor. I feel good about myself though. But I've been doing all this cleaning and stuff and sweating my ass off. So yeah. And vacuuming and stuff. We're vacuuming all day, every day. And folding and, picking up. I know. I got clothes that are so big. I use them for like the work around here in the house. I don't get rid of them. I just use them to work in. Well, hey, Chris, welcome in. How are you doing? We're making dinner. I'm making the Xanarin, the wild, dirty rice. Yeah, I mean, what's the use of getting rid of them? Now, I understand if they got big holes in them, you rip it apart and stuff, but if they're not that bad, you can just keep them. Oh, it is going to be yummy. We're talking about food, and I've lost 6 pounds since I was at the doctor last. And that's been 2 or 3 months ago. Maybe more. But that's pretty good. Thank you. So, and I just weighed myself earlier before I ate. So, because it makes it off, it makes it not accurate if you eat before you or drink anything before you weigh yourself. So, 'cause it'll, and you gotta make sure if you do bathroom skills, to make sure you do it in the bathroom and on floor. But I did it in here too, in the kitchen. But it said I weighed 1 pound less than it told me I weighed 1 pound less than I did when I was in the bathroom. So, but still, it was still at about the same thing. Exactly. You use them. Hey, now that you use them just to clean the house with, it don't matter if they get dirty. They get stains on them. I mean, even though you washed them, those stains are. I mean, bleach is just bleach. I mean, you can't wear or use them or wear them until they're not usable no more. Yeah, exactly. We use old rags, old dish rags, old dish towels, old. I mean, I could have the dirt. Those raggedy old towels that you use to dry off when you get out of the bath or shower. And then I use old clothes and old underwear and stuff. I wash them before I use them, but cut them up and use them as rags. They come in handy. They come in handy when you need them. But if you can't wear them no more, you can use them as rags. Just cut them up and use them as rags. Because they come in handy when you need rags. And you wouldn't have to worry about going out and buying the damn rags. You do the cheap way. Hey, do the cheap way and just cut them up.
Keyshawn says this morning he and his friend plan to rob a house.
See? You use them until you can't use those no more. Till they get down to the nitty gritty and you can't use them as rags no more. But when you don't want them, I mean, I donated some clothes. Cleaning and I keep those ones, but I get rid of the other ones.
That's how we noticed it was messed up.
Yeah, because they got that microfiber stuff. That's I got a rag. I got a couple of those rags and dish towels that I use to clean and stuff. They got that fiber stuff in them. Hey, and you know what's good when you don't have paper towels, which they said it's better than using paper towels, is just take one of those little fiber optic whatever and just clean your windows and mirrors with it. Hi. Okay. Use rags and stuff. I used to use a rag, a wet one, and not dish, but Windex. Clean them and then go back over with a dry one and make sure it's dry, so don't leave smear marks. But I make sure I use a soft one when I dry them. Because that's better than using a dish towel. The dish, yeah, not dish towel, but paper towels. Because paper towels kind of stretch your mirrors them.
For whatever you love, infinite worlds await.
Exactly. And yeah. Hey, Chantal. Hey, girlfriend. How are you? We're making dinner. Making Xanarans, dirty rice, and Jimmy Dean's sausage.
For just $46.99, or the area for just $13.59, or the
Hey, Bama. The king of all midgets. Oh, gracious. Yes, girl, it is. Which I don't know. You live in the UK. Have you ever heard of Xanarans? Dirty rice. Okay. So yeah, that's what we're having in Jimmy's sausage to go mix in with it. That's what we usually do. Don't have any crackers to go with it. So I was like, well, it'll just do. Okay. So yes, that's what we're having. The hubby's like, I want Xanarans, dirty rice. But we got spaghetti in there. So guess what? We can warm up anybody with some spaghetti. I'm gonna warm spaghetti. I made a big thing of spaghetti yesterday. So I'm gonna warm that up, eat that too. So maybe. I'm not gonna eat a lot of it. I'm just making a little small bowl of it and warm it up. So, well, there's a lot of them out there for you. Thank you. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Ooh, tomorrow's hump day, y'all. You know what that means? Week's halfway there. Over. Megan Xanarans, dirty rice, and Jimmy Dean's sausage.
The Lawrence team goes to find the friend who Keyshawn
That's
says
what we
was
having.
when the shooting went down.
Oh, and I feel like I've been to a sauna, y'all. A spa. Right now. Lollipop kids. Lollipop kids. Oh, now you got me singing a song. We welcome you to Munchkin. You know, I loved that movie growing up. I remember when it came on TV every November, right after Thanksgiving. That movie would come on. I think it came on Thanksgiving. And I remember watching it. They would play that movie. They would play Wizard of Oz every Thanksgiving when I was younger. So it's almost. Oh, you got an hour and 20 minutes till it's hump day for you. Till it's hump day. We welcome you to Munchkin. Alright, I'm in a good mood, y'all. I'm gonna get. Oh.
You don't remember hooking up with Keyshawn?
I gotta check this, make sure the water's drying out because last time it was. Oh yeah, it's not as wet this time. There was last time it had a little water in it.
This is the big time.
Not too bad, but.
Okay? So, don't make yourself an accessory to something that you didn't do. And you're doing that right now. It's almost midnight. We're tired as hell, and I don't have a lot of patience right now. But I tell you what, I can line these walls up and picture of people that are sitting in prison because they want to do what you're doing, and that's lying. So you're going to get one more chance to tell us the whole truth.
Well, why didn't you do that too?
Tell it all.
You could have done both at one at the same time.
In the Atlanta murder of 67
I can give good advice. Sometimes I don't know what to say, but that's one thing. Instead of trying to do something dumb, you should do something legal. Yeah, her neighbors, an elderly woman, and she's a widow. Sounds like she might have like dementia or something. She's trying to get in her house, trying to break into her house, and stealing packages off her porch. So, yeah. Well, do it the legal way. Don't do anything dumb. That's all I'm saying. Do not do nothing dumb. Do not do something stupid. Just do the legal way.
The next warning.
That's all I gotta tell you.
Came to us from an anonymous tip line. This is Leonard Ruffin. He's our best guess.
I'm glad I live in a neighborhood.
Tip line.
My neighbors are good.
Yeah.
And which one of my neighbors is a police officer. So if anything goes down, he's here on the dot no matter what.
We're putting together a lineup
He's there.
right now.
Oh, where is my blue one? I need a bigger one. I need a bigger.
Edward heads out to meet with call 911.
There's a suspect out of the lineup.
Ah, shit, I gotta get it. It's up there.
The witness is in the hospital for an unrelated illness.
Oh, shit. Damn. Yeah, I hope she paid for it. Or I hope she's not drunk. Or on something, I'm sorry. But you never know. Hey, you never know about those elderly women. You never know if they're drinking or on something these days.
Going on now with Ashley's Stars and Stripes sale. Create your stylish summer sanctuary for less with hot buys for every room. Now for $6.99. Plus, for a limited time, you can save up to $1,000 statewide. Gotta get up to upgrading your patio.
Your mama's short and she can't reach something.
And buy now, pay over time.
Hey, I'm short. I gotta use something to
Shop more Stars and Stripes in store or
reach
online.
something.
Only at Ashley.
That's how short I am. I'm probably not short because they say I'm like the average height, but short enough I can't reach high things. So I don't know why they consider me high. I mean, average height. 5'3". Not really that average for a woman. Some of it's stick. Yeah. At least there's not water. And it's not a lot that's stuck to the bottom, but I got more out of the pot than I did than got stuck to the pot. So, should you guys downstairs? You're on the little wild side. Well, we know you on the wild. You're always on the wild side. Well, thing is, I love my street. I mean, out in the country. Looks like more like some of you from on the other side of the big pond call it. They said the woods, but we call it the forest. Or we call it, since y'all call it forest, we call it the woods here in the U.S. But yeah. And my good thing, I got a neighbor. I got a cop that's a neighbor, so you missed the country. The thing is, we got a neighbor that's a cop. So if we ever got problems, we know where to get a hold of him at. And you know, if like we'll say one time we had a problem here, and he's all on the first one of the first ones to the scene. There's something that goes on in this neighborhood, which we haven't had much, thank goodness, going on. Other than we had, I think they've learned their lessons from when they were kids. And, there's a church up above our road, and they broke into that church. They already broke in one of the neighbors' houses. But this was when they were younger, so I think they've learned their lesson. But other than that, we hadn't really had any much crazy stuff. And it's a lot. I mean, it's living in the city. All you have is horns blowing, people being out all night, shootings. I mean, it's getting where it's worse everywhere you go, no matter where you live. It's pretty bad nowadays.
I already got 2 witnesses who were there who said that you did it. It makes you seem like just a stone cold killer.
Thing is, living in the city, you're afraid to probably walk out your door and don't know if you're gonna get shot at or not. That's pretty bad. And you can't go out your here, you don't have to worry as much. But when you're living, especially in the big cities, you're scared to even walk out your front door. Oh my gosh. So.
I'm telling you, don't screw your life.
Hickbillies. I thought it was hillbillies. Hey, not all of us live in the country and Bama's hillbillies, as you call it. Yeah, as you call it, hickbillies. Not all of us are like that. Well, I got neighbors that are, but.
Hey, Paul, you not hungry?
I can't eat after I'm sitting there cooking. I got to cool off. It's hot.
Is there a third person with you or just 2?
Thank you for the likes. Oh, some sweating.
Was he out there involved in this?
Oh,
No, was he involved in this? Just you 2? Okay, so you're walking
Yep.
down the street, what happens?
I got it. Rolling down the side of the face. Down the nose a little bit. Sweat. No, I'm gonna go in here. Near the air conditioning unit. Goes. Is this air conditioning still on?
So is Cricket the one that shot the guy?
I'm gonna go sit in front of it. Oh my god. I feel like oh yeah, it's still running. Take that old bullet after
Did you hear
DJ.
the black car ever shoot at him?
No,
Did it sound like there was 2 different types of guns?
no.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because, I mean, pubs, bars, I mean, they're both the same. And, which we call them bars here in the U.S. But, some of them still call them pubs, but, but, either way, you go to a club or a bar or a pub, that's all they do is fight. Now, earlier, about 15 minutes down the road from us, they had a mass shooter. Did anybody get shot? And we don't hear a lot of that happening here where I'm from, but I mean, not that close. But yeah, they had somebody on the run.
Okay.
that had a firearm. He was shooting, but nobody got hit.
I don't want to go to jail.
Give me a fire.
Uh-huh. What?
We'll make her. I mean,
All right, be back, y'all.
damn, it's good and it ain't wet. That's how it's supposed to be made.
Huh?
That's how it's supposed to be made. Like that.
Well, some of it got stuck to the bottom. It wasn't that bad, but I still, I mean, I had a lot there.
It does.
I mean, it didn't, all of it didn't stick to it. So that's a good thing. It didn't, I mean, still had a lot that was there that didn't stick.
Hey,
Which I kind of put too much in there.
that's fine.
Oh my gosh, it's alive. Yeah. Yeah. A guy, this is the other day, but got killed and it was gang related. So they arrested 4 people in that for it. And I think yeah, well, for attempted unalive and attempted unalive, for unalive and attempted.
Mexican came around the
For
corner.
attempting doing it.
Pulled out the
And it was gang related.
Start shooting. So I pulled out my gun and started shooting at him.
So it's crazy.
I shoot empty my clip, only have 7 minutes.
It kind of, my phone kind of went to YouTube because you don't say that, you know, the M or the K word, it's gonna do that to you. Stupid.
Cable is not involved in this.
No, I just don't want to go to jail. Okay. He's nothing to do with this. That's why I feel really so guilty. 'Cause I-
Yeah, and it's worse than when we were kids.
I didn't know I was
Crime
gonna
rates
get
have
him.
gone up since
I know he died, and I felt bad for that man.
since I was a kid.
You gotta know, and whenever you gotta know,
Oh, hold on.
there's a good chance you know somebody. You know, we're responsible.
I just gotta stop saying the M and K word and start saying unalive or alive, you know. So. They did it to me yesterday when I said that.
Car thinking that he would just drive off and they'd be done with it.
Only 22 hours into the first 48, the Tulsa homicide has solved their
You
case.
got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk. Oh. Yeah, it's crazy. How is it?
Appreciate the appropriate response that he came up with at the end when he
I'll be done
realized
after
what he'd
this.
done. And
That, it's real good. I wouldn't put any salt in it.
because of the life he had taken.
Yeah. And you know, yeah, a lot of them.
In the Atlanta murder of Hollis McKinney, Detective John
But yeah,
Edwards
biggest part of them, you mafia, worse than the mafia. Those are the mob.
I was in the room talking to this girl, and then I just passed out. Like something like this.
You got to know when to hold 'em, No
The
wind
money was
blow.
gone.
How much money was
No
it?
wind
About 4 or 5. I was really upset. I just snapped. The big old guns just started shooting. I was just.
I mean, the mob would shoot you. The only thing between the mob and gangs, gang will kill you just for, they do it just for the heck of it, and the mob will do it, just come hunt you down. The person they want. Are you?
I'm not trying to hurt nobody.
Well, go back tomorrow and file a report or file trespassing. Yeah, she said she's got cameras. I'd go back and file get her for trespassing.
Lost money and he kills a man, ruins the lives of that man's family, and essentially, you know, ends his own life. Take it all back, he would. Yeah, you can't take this back. Someone's dead.
Yeah, go get a restraining order or something and tell them that she's trespassing. And you've already been there before. Something about it. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk 'em. Sitting at the table. Coming up. Hey Patrick, how are you?
Their chance of solving a murder is cut in half.
You have no idea what you're playing.
If they don't get it done,
Oh, that's crazy.
within the first 48 hours.
I'm not your mom and I'm not your daddy. Don't lie to me.
Oh,
Don't lie to me.
you not my daddy. Don't lie to me. Why would he tell you the truth? He killed somebody.
Harris County,
We'll go to
Texas.
jail, right?
5 p.m. 20 miles outside Houston. Gunshots erupt near a trailer park.
Yeah, you can get some that you can use just for your phone. You can use your phone or something, or off of batteries and stuff. Yeah.
Paramedics respond to the scene and find a man slumped across the front seat. They did.
But sometimes you can use your phone, and if your phone's connected to the end of your cameras and stuff, because nowadays you can get camera, you can use your phone to watch your cameras, and you can use Wi-Fi unless you don't have unlimited data.
Okay.
Exactly. I mean, and if you got your camera at like the videos of all her trying to break in your house, taking the packages off your porch.
And a 5-year-old stepdaughter.
It should be, and you have those SD card, memory card things. If you can take them and they can look at them on their own computers and stuff.
And it's happening.
Then you. So, yeah, I mean, I watch so many, I watch so many cop shows. I know, I'm just saying, I've watched so many
I'm just saying.
cop shows, I know what most of them do anyways.
This is the first 48.
Well, said Kayla said that her cameras are down because their Wi-Fi.
Okay.
And her neighbor, she went and filed a complaint, and her neighbor still coming to her house.
I saw the car the day before.
I'll take the video that you have from your cameras, and if you have a memory card, take that memory card to the police department when you go file a restraining order against her. Tell her tell them I got proof right here that she's taking stuff off my porch and she's trying to break in my house.
In the crowd of onlookers, Hunter finds Milton's wife, Lena.
I know you're grieving, but it's important for us to be
Exactly.
Okay. Tell me about today.
And watching these cop shows and stuff, it opens your eyes to a lot of stuff. And you learn a lot from them too, actually.
He said, they shot Milton.
Well, I'm gonna get off here. I know, I'm sorry. But I'm gonna get off here for a little bit. I'm gonna go eat. And I'll be back. So I'm glad thank y'all for coming in. Give me a little bit.
If you and your husband didn't have any problems.
And I'll be back. Cause you know me, I will be back. If nothing happens between now and then, but I'll be back. But and I will see y'all in the next one. Take care.
According to Lena, Felix fled when one of Milton's co-workers interrupted the robbery. Milton later pressed charges.
Exactly.
And Felix was arrested for aggravated robbery.
Alright, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.
As soon as I came here, I knew all of this had to do with Felix.
There we go.
Lena says that